Default custom modes, custom mode master MIDI channel, setting up a custom mode, lighting up pads with external MIDI, and all this and more coming up right now on this episode of Pro Music Creator. Welcome back to Pro Music Creator, where we all work together to become pros at producing and making music. This video is the sixth in a series of videos covering all of the features of the Launchpad Pro MK3. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the magical world of custom modes. Imagine turning Launchpad Pro's 8x8 grid into a deeply customizable control surface. It's like giving your Launchpad a complete makeover. With custom modes, the possibilities are endless. You can create and edit your own custom modes using Novation Components, our online hub for all Novation products. And guess what? You can even back up any custom modes you create right there. You're probably itching to get started, so Novation's got you covered there too. They've created several custom mode templates for you to download and explore on your components. That's not all. To access components, simply visit components.novationmusic.com using a web MIDI enabled browser. We recommend Google Chrome or Opera. Alternatively, you can download the standalone version of Components from your account page on the Novation website. So what are you waiting for? Custom modes are fully compatible between Launchpad Mini MK3, Launchpad X, and Launchpad Pro. It's like the ultimate Launchpad party. Once you click the Go to Components button, you're taken to the Welcome page and are shown several products. In this case, you'll want to choose the Launchpad Pro MK3 button. You may also want to log into the Novation site by clicking on the Login button. This will allow you to store changes in your account. When you enter the custom mode on the app, you're shown this page. Now, let's talk about the default custom modes. We have not one, not two, but 8 custom modes available on this device. And the best part, they're all just a press of a button away. To access these modes, simply press the custom button and let the magic happen. You will be greeted with lit white track select buttons, with the currently selected custom mode being lit in pale green. Want to switch between modes? Just press the track select buttons and voila! You've entered a whole new world of customizability. As a side note, my Launchpad did not come with the factory custom modes already set, so I simply sent them from the Components website to the Launchpad by pressing the appropriate button on the left and then selecting which custom mode to assign it. I had to do this for each of the 8 custom modes. You may have to do the same before you proceed through the rest of this video. So go ahead, I'll wait. Okay, Custom 1 provides 8 unipolar vertical faders set to CCs 7 through 14, which can be MIDI mapped in your DAW. I've got my DAW set up with a Roland Juno 106. I'm going to go ahead and assign the envelope 1 ADSR to the first 4 faders. These will be accessible via CCs 7 through 10. And as you can see, once this is done, I can use the Launchpad to control the faders on my Juno 106 without touching my mouse. It feels much more natural to use the faders. Custom 2, on the other hand, offers 8 bipolar horizontal faders set to CCs 15 through 22. Also, MIDI mapped in your DAW. Again, I'll assign the first bipolar fader to the tune button and control it using the fader on the Launchpad. Once more, it feels much more natural to do so. You'll also love the fact that you can control your synth while performing live using the Launchpad. Custom 3 is a drum rack layout that matches Note Mode's drum rack layout. Don't be fooled though. This is a static layout and not representative of the current Ableton drum rack. You can use it to play the notes of a virtual instrument or trigger drum samples of one or more drum racks, as I'm doing here. Custom 4 is a chromatic layout that is representative of a traditional keyboard with black and white notes. The first 2 bottom rows represent the notes from C2 to C3. The bottom row represents the white keys, and the second row represents the black keys. Thus, if you play just the notes on the first row, you are essentially playing all of the notes of the C major scale. The third and fourth rows from the bottom represent the next octave higher, and so on. But wait, there's more. Custom 5 provides program change messages 0 through 63. Let's open up Massive and set up a few patches in the program list. Now, as you can see, when I play notes on my keyboard, I can switch to different patches using the Launchpad. Custom 6 provides program change messages 64 through 127. So this is simply a continuation that allows you to change the sound from a program list consisting of 128 patches between the 2 custom modes. Custom 7 is a non-lit version of Custom 3, and sending MIDI notes to this layout will light the pads in a color that corresponds to the velocity of the incoming notes. As you can see, if I select the drum track, I can trigger sounds by pressing the pads. Now let's select a track that has the external instrument on it. I've recorded a few MIDI notes in this track. Watch what happens when I play the clip. It sends MIDI to the Launchpad and the corresponding pads light up. This is a legacy layout that matches user 1 from previous Launchpads. Last but not least, Custom 8 is a non-lit layout that matches the layout of program mode. Sending MIDI notes to this layout will light the pads in a color that corresponds to the velocity of the incoming notes. This is a legacy layout that matches user 2 from previous Launchpads. And there you have it, folks, the 8 default custom modes available on this device. Next, let's find out how to change the custom mode master MIDI channel. To set the master channel for a custom mode, simply hold down Shift and press Custom. Easy as pie. The bottom 2 rows of pads will present the master MIDI channel for the selected custom mode from channels 1 through 16. That's right, folks. You get to choose your own channel. Each custom mode may have its own independent master channel. So go ahead, channel your inner master, and let the music flow. And the fun doesn't stop there. Oh no, you can select different custom modes using the track select buttons. The currently selected custom mode will be lit green, as will its selected master channel. But wait, there's more. The master channel of unselected custom modes will be shown as dim red. So you can keep an eye on those unselected modes and make sure they don't feel left out. Okay, so now that we've got the basics out of the way, let's look at how we set up a custom mode ourselves. To set up a custom mode, just open Novation Components, connect your Launchpad Pro, and it's that simple, folks. Within a custom mode, each pad within the 8x8 grid may act as a note, a control change or CC, or a program change message. That's right, you get to choose how those pads behave. And it gets even better. The pads may behave either as toggles, triggers, or momentary switches. Momentary behavior will turn on a note when the pad is pressed and release the note when unpressed. Triggers will always send a specified CC value or a program change message. But wait, there's actually more. Full rows and columns of pads may also act as faders. Faders can be assigned CC messages or values and may be unipolar or bipolar. Faders may also be positioned horizontally or vertically. It's like having your own mini soundbar right at your fingertips. And let's not forget the colors. Pads within a custom mode can be assigned an on and off color for when the pads within the 8x8 grid are pressed or toggled. You can even have a unique off color for each pad. Talk about customizability. So go ahead, mix and match and create your own personalized control surface for your studio. There's just one more thing you should know. By default, Custom 7 and 8 have all pads unlit. But fear not, for MIDI note messages sent to Launchpad Pro will light pads according to note number and velocity. It's like magic, folks. The note sent will determine which pad lights up, and the note velocity will determine the color. So go ahead, play those notes, and watch those pads light up like a Christmas tree. And speaking of colors, did you know that the RGB LEDs are capable of outputting 127 colors? That's right. You have a whole rainbow of colors at your disposal, the index of which can be found in the Programmer's Reference Guide. But there's actually more. All pads and buttons can be lit in programmer mode. It's like having your own personal light show right in front of you. So if you want to know more about lighting pads and using Launchpad Pro as a control surface for software, just check out the Programmer's Reference Guide. You can download it at customer.novationmusic.com/support/downloads. Imagine being able to create your own customized pads in one custom mode where you can have a set of pads dedicated to drums or synth sounds, change patches, and control parameters of devices all from one custom mode. It's time to light up the stage and make some musical magic. In the next video, we'll be discussing sequencer mode. So if you don't want to miss the remaining videos in this series, make sure to click that like button, share this content with all of your friends, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you won't miss any future videos. Thanks, and see you soon.